how good of a live action is this really? So, quick little tier list. Let's compare it to other live actions that exist. Now, if people want to know, Jamie Lee Curtis talked about how this is the greatest anime manga live action of all time. I agree. Um, I don't think there's really comp. However, there's other big live actions that it has to kind of compete with. So, quick little tier list. Don't ignore the letters, but we're gonna put each series on their own tier, and we can switch it around. So, where would we put One Piece's live action adaptation?
A or S.
And I will say each tier gets its own ranking. So we could put it A for now, and then if anything's better, we can move it up or drop it.
Okay.
A.
Yeah.
Sounds you cool with A?
Hey, I'm cool.
MCU. The Marvel adaptation.
But it's all the movies.
I'm
Well,
not.
all
I'm,
in
I don't.
MCU?
Yeah. Just
Oh,
the
I
adaptation
don't
overall
really
for the
read
MCU.
comics, so I don't know.
I'll say
So
S.
I don't know the one to one.
I would
But
also say
I would
S.
also say S.
Yeah, I'd say S.
They
They
just,
took a bunch of-
they changed movies.
Yeah, they took a bunch of B tier people and made them household stars. Like
Yeah,
Iron Man,
yeah, easily S
Captain
tier.
America were not the top echelon of Marvel comics.
Yeah.
Like they turned them
It's
into
not the same.
And now most of these actors, when you see them, you think of their Marvel casting. Like,
For sure. Oda said in the podcast that he wants all the people playing the One Piece characters to be big stars. I think they will. I think they're guaranteed.
Oda gonna say, "What are you willing to sacrifice?"
So okay, MCU is at S, right? MCU is at S.
yeah.
And the actor
Harry
that played
Potter.
Thor, he's already like a huge star. So
Yeah, they have some good, really good stars. Like the guy who played number 3, fantastic. He was already a big star, and the guy that's playing Crocodile was already a big star. Harry Potter live action adaptation.
by the way.
No, I want
That's
to
an
remind
S.
us.
That's-
Each one gets its own tier, so we put in it only one series per tier. I
What?
just want to only one series per tier. That's how we're doing it.
Well, Harry Potter's better
Oh,
than
okay,
both.
okay.
So drop.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's a better
Yes.
live action adaptation.
Yes.
We're not reading the movies. We're reading the adaptations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Lord of the Rings.
Harry Potter's like that. Oof.
Oh fuck me.
Go ahead, move Harry Potter down. I'm not even a big, I'm not even the biggest Harry Potter fan. No. We are not doing this. No.
But you put Harry Potter over MCU.
Yes.
Okay,
As an
Fine with
adaptation.
you.
They said it's
I know.
better.
Lord of the Rings?
And I'm
I don't know. I think the MCU is a fantastic adaptation. So.
Someone said it wasn't.
I know.
Well, I'm sorry.
tell
I'm
you
gonna translate for Riddell. He's saying it's a more fantastic
Lo-
adaptation. That's what he
Lord
wants.
of the Rings adaptation is not better than Harry Potter. So you can put Lord of the Ring at A or at B.
I agree.
Okay.
Wait, we can't put MCU in S as well.
No, one series per tier is how we're doing this.
One per.
Loki, I agree
Don't
with
ignore the letters. It's all about the tiers, not the letters.
Okay.
The letters don't mean anything.
All right. Well,
you.
One
Loki, I
Piece
agree
down,
with you. I'm gonna be outvoted.
and just put it under MCU.
So
MCU?
why can't One Piece
you're
be above
insane.
Lord of the Rings?
Are you crazy?
Wait, so who's crazy?
You are insane.
Well, oh wait, One Piece over MCU over Lord of the Rings?
No.
What I'm saying, is that what Riddell's saying?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I'm
said-
just asking
Riddell,
questions.
Bestie. Let's move One Piece down, Bestie.
I'm just asking.
Riddell.
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking.
Nah.
Questions. Okay.
Yeah, that type of question is how you end up in the psych ward.
Really. Okay. So where does Lord of the Rings go?
I say it belongs on the top, but I'm not.
All right, question. Are we counting the Hobbit series as well?
You can count anything
sure.
that Lord of the Ring has done. It is not better than Harry Potter. We can move on.
But then I would count the Fantastic Beasts series as well. I'm with you, Santo. I'm with you. It's close though. I'm sorry, Leroy and Loki. I'm sorry. It's close.
I'm outvoted.
Okay. Are you outvoted? Because Lonnie and you pick Lord of the Rings on top.
No, I did not. I said Harry Potter.
Oh, never mind then. So MCU Lord of the Rings. Why is Lord of the Rings better than MCU adaptations? I'm not asking questions.
That's a real question. Why? What's up?
I'd say this because
I'm not talking
there's
about
no
quality of
bad
movie.
Lord
I
of
think
the
you guys are
Rings
focusing
movie.
quality movies. I'm talking about adaptation.
The
The way they enhanced the comic books for the MCU.
the way most people didn't know about Lord of the Rings till they watched the movies. You're talking about the author of Lord of the Rings literally set the rules for high fantasy, and the fact that they had people sitting down for 3 hours of their life, 3 different times before the freaking things, were before the freaking prequels were made, were amazing. The giant battles, all that, even the freaking movie tie-in games are great. Like it's just better. It's just better. Taking the advantage of that most people didn't even know about the property like the MCU had with Captain America and all those people. It's just better.
Well, isn't the big thing about the comic books is that a lot of people didn't know these characters, and the MCU happened, and
More
then they
people
became
knew
household
about
names?
Captain America than they did. More people knew about Captain America than they knew about Aragorn.
Fair, but MCU is probably more popular than Lord of the Rings in general, though.
I'm gonna lay out. Because that's
Why are we laying? I'm just
That's
asking
just not
questions. I
true.
don't know why we're laying out. You don't think the MCU is more popular
we're
than the
talking
Lord
about
of the
the Marvel
Rings?
Cinematic Universe.
Loki, I agree.
You're thinking that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is more popular than Lord of the Rings. I just disagree.
Possible.
I disagree.
Oh, man.
The
Household
only,
names,
thing,
man.
the only thing the MCU has over Lord of the Rings is it has more movies. That's the only thing that it has better main character Aragorn, better archer Legolas, like even better short person Gimli, like the freaking armies, like the fodder army, the Chitauri or the orcs. Lord of the Rings got it. The battles better, like
The
even the
battle,
villains
Lord of the Rings
better.
battle's better than the MCU?
Yes.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Watch the Rohan charge at the,
I have.
God.
I've watched Lord of the
Oh.
Rings. Do you think that's better than the Final War?
You think the Battle of New York is better than Helm's Deep? You think the Battle of New York is better than Helm's Deep?
No, I said Endgame.
Yes. The battle at the Black Gate when they're fighting to basically fight off Sauron so that Frodo can finally get to the freaking ring and destroy
I'm
the
not
ring.
saying it's bad, bro.
What are we
but,
talking about?
Like,
I don't agree it's better. I don't agree it's better.
No, this is blowing me that this is even a conversation. Why are we even debating this? Like, it's not
I'm
close.
just asking a question. If you want to say Lord of the Rings adaptation is better, but I disagree with the battle. That's where I disagree. Anyway.
Ooh.
Dark Knight.
Put the under One Piece.
Oh.
It's carried by the second movie.
Yeah, low key.
Stop it. It's
Joker.
Is good.
You think
the whole thing? Talk about the whole
you think
thing.
One Piece is better than the whole thing already?
A little bit because we all love Heath Ledger, but no one talks about the first and third like that. Not really.
But the first
think One Piece is already better
the
than
first movie is
everything?
good, and the third movie's
Well,
mostly-
all I know is it's under MCU. That's what I know.
I'm fine with that. But you think One Piece is already better than the Dark Knight trilogy?
Who? Are you asking me?
Lonnie?
Yes.
Oh, Lonnie.
One Piece has not put anything out that is as good as the second movie. The live action is not. You can say that it's carried by the second movie.
The
second movie is
first
great.
and second season is better than the first and third movie.
No, Lonnie.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
No,
both
no, it's
seasons are
not.
better than the first and third
No,
movie.
it's not.
They are.
No, it's not. Go back and watch the
It is
movies
not.
again. Because now you're crazy. The third movie, maybe I can agree with you because I didn't like the third movie. The first movie is good. The
Not
second
the
movie
first.
is the second movie is amazing. One of
Yes,
the
the
best,
second movie is
probably the
amazing.
best superhero movie ever made was the second movie. Great, probably one of the best superhero origin stories we've ever seen, movies we've ever seen, and then followed up with one of the best sequels of all time. What are we talking about?
I feel like it's like first
It is,
movie,
it is not
second
that close.
movie, third movie. It's like
Nothing that One Piece has put up is even approaching that. You can. It's like you're not knocking it down, but you're also holding the fact that the second movie is so good against the trilogy.
we're
One
just
Piece has
talking,
not put
we're
anything
talking
up
just
that
quality.
good.
Sure, we're talking just quality. Sure, that's not the debate because we're just talking just quality. Then Lord of the Rings would probably be number one, but that's not the debate.
We're talking better adaptation. One of them,
So the adaptation of Batman, the adaptation of the Joker, the adaptation of Bane, the adaptation of Two-Face, like
I would say
adaptation-
because I feel like a good adaptation would
putting
not
all
be a
those
good
things
good
together,
adaptation.
putting all those things together.
Because I would say a good adaptation is
Adaptation of Alfred, like
right. I can answer my question, but I consider a good adaptation because I don't think it's necessarily like things that being one to one, but just to properly portray an aspect of a character like well, even if it's different. Because like for example, I think Thor in the MCU, he's very different than he is in the comics. But it's a great adaptation because they made him more goofy and fun, but he's hilarious and people love him. So I think it's a great adaptation. For example, he's very different than his comic counterpart.
Yeah, I see a lot of people criticize Batman, the adaptation of him, and also a lot of people do not remember Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins. I don't think a lot of people even know he's the villain for the first movie. And the person who plays him is Liam Neeson. Like it's crazy. I do think
I
that
love
Batman
Ra's al
Begins.
Ghul. Is that a good Ra's al Ghul? No.
Hey, listen,
People
also,
forget
Lonnie,
Batman
Lonnie,
Begins
Lonnie,
consistently.
Ra's al
They
Ghul
arguably gave
not
us.
a good Ra's al Ghul.
You automatically
Lonnie,
say that
Lonnie,
One
Lonnie.
Piece is a better adaptation than the entire
I'll say
Dark
this,
Knight
Lonnie,
trilogy.
though.
Is insane.
I will say this: that Joker they put out was a 3-1 comeback in the finals. That's the great.
Yo, that
Goat
Heath Ledger
Two-Face.
Joker is
Goat
That might be the
Commissioner Gordon.
like that's
Goat
arguably the
Batman.
greatest before. Now
Goat
I'm
Alfred.
not saying that is like gonna put over the top, but I'm just saying that's
Go
what we feel.
Zorro. Go
Yeah,
Sonic.
I think that's what we
Go
consider.
There's only been one version of it. There's only been one version. Only been one version.
Talk about so we're talking about the trilogy. We're talking about
Lonnie, you cannot sit here and freaking tell me that the One Piece adaptation has already surpassed the Dark Knight adaptation. As a
we're
whole.
not talking quality. We're not
No.
talking quality. That's not the
Lonnie,
conversation.
I'm not saying quality. You cannot tell me that the One Piece has been adapted better than the Dark Knight trilogy. You cannot tell me that.
The One Piece live action has adapted One Piece, but then Dark Knight trilogy has adapted Batman.
We disagree. We just agree. Disagree.
Yeah, and I do think One Piece
Wait,
needs
I guess
to
my
be given
question-
a lot
one of
of
the greatest movies
credit
of all
because
time.
of
No one's
the-
disagreeing with you. No one's disagreeing with you.
That's
I
insane.
also think One Piece needs to
And
be
explain it for
given
you,
a
I
lot
can't
of credit that they've been able to adapt some of the most fantastical aspects of One Piece, like Laboon, the set designs. Chopper is like seamless as an adaptation CGI like fluffy animal. The devil fruit abilities. Now, obviously, I don't think Batman. All they have to really adapt is like fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's good.
All they have to adapt is fighting. Oh, all right, bro. Like you got me literally under favor for Batman. All they have to do is adapt fighting.
That's the
Move
point.
on. We're not going to talk about the existential threat that the Joker was to Batman's
The
psyche.
point flew right over your head.
You
The
referenced
point
one
flew right
movie
over your
out
head.
of
I think
3
he means
movies.
like
Only
I think
We're not going to talk about the fact that Batman
no,
was
point
going to
right
be a
over your
crime
head.
fighter in Gotham in the
Batman
first
is
character in one. Because guess what? We want to talk about the second movie. The adaptation of Two-Face was shit. It was. That's a shit Two-Face. It's a shit Two-Face, and you know
Wait,
it.
you know like the hospital scene when he
That's the only good scene. But as an actual Two-Face character, he's a terrible Two-Face.
He had a really good quote.
There you go. He had a quote, random. He had a quote.
Lonnie, you remember that scene in the hospital where Harvey is looking at the Joker and he can't tell that it's not the Joker until he takes his mask off? I'm like, nigga, you see a nigga paint on his He was
that's
like,
a fact,
he
actually.
watched Joker
He's
walk
talking
up
about
to
like
him.
this great. He's talking
Bro,
about this
bro.
GOAT movie
Hey,
that
yo,
has
yo, yo.
two villains,
It's-
but he can only talk about one of them.
Jose Lonnie.
Great adaptation, though.
Jose
Great
Lonnie.
adaptation. Well, you can only talk about one of the two villains in the movie.
Jose Lonnie. The Joker has a face full of paint, literally red, going up here. This part of his mouth was covered, and then the nigga couldn't recognize it until he took his mask off.
Nigga has scars. Nigga has scars up to his
That was
eyes,
so
guys.
funny,
He
bro.
has scars up to here. I wonder who this could be.
But he loves to
Imagine
go,
that.
man.
He's saying like, oh, out of 3 movies, he's only talking about one, and he's only
I've
talking about
literally
one
talked
out of
about
the
the
2
first
villains
movie
in the
because
one
it's
movie
female.
out of the 3.
To hear you,
I ain't gonna
literally
lie,
talked about
Lonnie,
the first
one
one
of
because
one
raising
character
your voice and screaming to
first,
He's
hear
talking
it.
about one character out of 3 movies.
I literally talked about the first movie, but you're too busy trying to win or
What you want,
scream
Ra's al
to
Ghul?
hear it.
Talk about Ra's al Ghul. We didn't even mention Scarecrow. Scarecrow's another one in the first movie. We didn't
I literally forgot about Scarecrow, bro. I
Who?
forgot about Scarecrow.
If you legit let somebody, never mind, because I'm gonna get mad. There's no point. Because now
Why
you're
you
just
getting
using
mad?
whatever
What
it
are
is
you
to just
smoking?
guess what I'm trying to say. Because you just want to win. You
trying
should
to
have actually listening. So you got it. I think it's utterly insane to just put One Piece just because it has 2 seasons to say it's better than that. Besides the fact that special threat on the first movie of Batman trying to figure out how to be Batman in that movie, the fact that you saw him fail, fighting up against actual crazy ass villains that you saw him fail, just because Ra's al Ghul wasn't how you liked it, does not mean
It was
that
good. You're saying it was
He
good.
was okay. He was
Okay.
okay. He
Okay.
was okay. Okay. And the fact that they found a way to adapt it, give us a realistic Batman that wasn't as dumb as the movies that we were seeing before, and they made it work. They gave us all this stuff that they gave us with a great
Other
actor.
instead of like One Piece. You're comparing it to other Batman movies, saying that because it's better than other Batman movies, that's why it's better than One Piece.
No, you're just guessing what I'm trying to say. The fact that they used other experiences in the past, you're comparing One Piece, the fact they're using the TV, we literally just had a whole conversation about One Piece where we used the manga and the anime to compare to the live action. But the fact that I'm using other Batman movies to compare to this Batman movie, you got a problem with that?
No, I'm
Just
saying
using other adaptations to
I'm
compare
not-
to this adaptation, we got a problem.
better than other versions of it. I'm not saying that the live action's a better version of the manga or the anime. That's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying the way that they took the original story to that. I'm not the different Batman movies are different Batman movies. I'm not comparing that. You're just saying, oh, it's the best Batman series, best Batman movie series. So blah 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 blah. You just said the first villain.
Lonnie, when did I utter that
Scarecrow,
sentence?
we didn't even mention.
Lonnie,
Second-
when did
Mention one of the 2 villains. Third movie, we haven't said Bane's name once.
if you stop talking and let somebody else talk, so I could talk about the other villains in the other movies?
you did
They're
the
just
last
Lonnie, please. Never
Go
mind. Santo, go ahead, bro.
All I want to say, I think Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow gets overly hated on. I think those are very good adaptations to the character in the comic book. Also, Bane, coming from what we saw in Batman and Robin with George Clooney and Bane just being a doof, to Bane now being a muscle with a brain and actually having great dialogue in the third movie, which we apparently I didn't realize that so many people hated that movie, but
Well,
Bane is
they
actually a
dislike because of the
really
end.
good.
How do you feel about the ending, though? That's why
No,
everybody
That's
dislikes
the
movie.
only problem is the ending. The fact that he
But
went
like
toe to
that's
toe with Batman and
part of
broke
the
him.
movie.
Okay,
He
so there,
literally broke Batman.
The
That's the only problem is you just have a problem with the ending, not the fact that the character was adapted well at all.
you just said that there are problems with the Dark Knight
There
adaptation.
are problems with every adaptation, Lonnie. There are problems with every adaptation.
So what are the problems? What are they?
I'll say that. What's the problem with the ending of the movie?
Well, people are upset
Like,
with like Bane becoming a simp for what's her name, and she just became the villain to finish off the movie. That's what the typical complaint about it is. They don't think it was executed well.
Okay, so because Bane is the muscle, which he was. Like he wasn't. He's never supposed to be the main antagonist. He's always been the muscle, the help.
But he was
So
presented.
I think
for, like,
that's been a,
3/4 of the movie as the guy, and then in the last
Yeah.
quarter, it was this random woman.
So
Random in the context of the
so
flow
people
of the
so
movie,
so
not in
so
terms of her character.
so gotcha. So I guess I mean that's just them. People just didn't like or weren't big fans of the movie twist or the twist of the movie, not the ending, just the twist.
Well, the ending, because the twist, they believed that it wasn't executed well. And I'm pretty neutral. I didn't think it was that good, but I was like, oh, cool, whatever.
That's
And
all right.
they
Yeah.
switched to her. Yeah, it was like, that's literally my opinion. They switched to her, and then Bane became a little bit of a simp. So people just thought the
Okay,
transition was
so
great.
the twist in the antagonist, because I mean the ending of the movie is just Batman finally relinquishing the mantle of Batman and passing it on. Like the reason
more
I
so
think
the
people
final
hate
act
the
versus
ending,
the ending. The final
the
act.
final
since
act.
the-
Okay,
yeah.
what people really don't like, at least from my circles, the people don't like the ending of the movie. It's because it just ends. Like people were waiting to see Nightwing, or they were ready to see like a Batman Beyond type movie, whatnot. That's what people hate the ending. That's from my understanding.
So
But
is
the
One
twist
Piece higher?
is okay.
Let's
I
get
think
to
One Piece
I
is
nitty-gritty.
higher.
personally don't think so.
We're talking about because
I don't.
like
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Knox,
I'm gonna
one
put.
of the worst
I'll
knocks
put the
on
Dark
One Piece
Knight
is
above it, off of the OG Heath. Man, I gotta respect. I guess
Keith
respect the GOAT.
carrying?
For
Heath
me,
Carey?
yeah, he's just
He does.
like
Yeah, he
when
does carry.
I rewatched that second movie because I watch it all the time. I love that movie because that nigga's performance was that good.
But my pushback to Lonnie, Harvey Dent is not a trash character. First
Yeah, I
of
think he's
all.
pretty good. I actually like him.
You only see like sure, you can say Two-Face was not really expounded on, but that wasn't the point of the movie. Like you saw both sides of Two-Face. Harvey Dent as a character is a great character in the movie, greatly
agree.
adapted.
and Santo, I'm not saying that Dark Trilogy is a bad adaptation. I'm just saying One Piece adaptation
No, I'm
is better. And I have not heard the knocks against One Piece. All I've heard is the things for Trilogy, but like we said, we just talked about the knocks on Trilogy. Random, since you're so against it, what are the knocks on One
I
Piece?
have not watched it. I just think it's too early for you to do that with a
So you
Dark Knight
haven't watched it, but you're so adamant against it.
Lonnie, the only
You got it.
I personally read them. I
Riddell, hold on
I
a second.
disagree with your
No,
sentiment.
Riddell, hold on a second. The only reason I'm saying that, I think it's too early for you to make that assumption, especially based on.
I've seen both contents. You haven't. So
Lonnie,
you're going based off opinion without facts. So you got it.
Why is it too early?
Yeah,
they
you
have
haven't
like
seen
the
it,
same amount of
I think it's okay. I think it's too early. Besides the fact that you can try and knock it down, it has not reached the peak that the second movie has reached. And hold on before you
How do you know that?
Never fucking mind. Let's just move on.
Exactly. How do you know that? You don't.
And
All right,
so,
well-
Lonnie, then Lonnie, let me ask you a question. You've watched both. Has the One Piece adaptation reached the heights of the Dark Knight? The second Dark Knight
movie?
No. The call.
So then that's the answer. That's the answer.
So
It has not reached the heights of the second
33%
Dark
of a
Knight
trilogy is why.
Lonnie,
that makes sense.
Lonnie, you just answered my question. That's why.
No, I'll agree with you.
That's
That makes
why.
sense. 33% of a trilogy is why something that you haven't seen is better than.
Lonnie, it's not just that. It's not just that. You're just picking and choosing.
I'm not picking. I'm literally stating objective fact. 30.
Move
based
on.
33% of something that you've watched
on.
is 100% of something that you haven't.
That makes on, bro. Just move on.
Move on.
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
let's move on. All
right, so which one's higher?
God
My-
damn,
my-
you just pick
I'll
and choose
say
what
this.
you want to hear.
I literally 33%.
Shut up!
All right, relax.
God damn!
Come on now. I will say the only thing I will say about One Piece is another thing I don't think it's getting credit for.
No,
is
Gabe,
I think
you
Lonnie,
just
you will
heard
agree
the
with me.
last part.
The level
Lonnie's
of
been screaming it,
difficulty
and no,
for
every
One
time I
Piece
try to
to
talk
be
about something, just get
adapted
over
is
and talk
much
and talk
higher,
over.
in my opinion, compared to Batman. And I
God
do
damn,
think
you're just
considering
trying to anticipate
what
I'm
they
trying
have
to say.
to adapt, they killed it.
Fucking
Anyhow.
hell, man.
Game of Thrones.
I haven't finished Game of Thrones, so even though
It's better than the MCU.
I heard that it fell off though.
It's better than the MCU adaptation.
Than the MCU.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard the last few seasons are not
People
good,
only think
so.
about Endgame and all that. People don't talk about Thor: The Dark World and how bad that shit was. The first Thor movie was mid. The third Iron Man movie was bad. The freaking Black Panther 2 was mid to bad. Like, there are also bad parts about the MCU as well. Other than the second season of House of Dragons and the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones has been giving us fucking quality the whole fucking
I heard
time.
his last 3 seasons that kind of fell off, but that's what I heard. I don't know.
I'm liking season 6. I think season 6 is pretty good.
6. But
Okay.
are we counting that Game of Thrones had like what's considered the worst fall off of all time in terms of TV media?
You know what? I don't think we should count that because they had nothing to adapt.
But they still
No, but that's still
it's part of the thing. Like,
technically,
I mean, but
'Cause
like,
even-
they have no source material though.
you said because they have no. So well, I
They
still
have
think.
no source material.
All they got is a couple
Well,
lines
I
from,
feel like that's kind of like.
George R. R. Martin.
I still
about
think it's
some
part of the
other
adaptation just
things.
because
still-
of the
yeah,
same
still-
way
I
that.
can't just discount like a big portion of the series because they freestyled. They still decided to do it.
Yeah, I'm about to say adaptation doesn't necessarily mean that you're taking the story or adapting this specific story. That's why we take different movies aren't adapting a specific story. Like comic movies aren't like a Batman movie isn't adapting a specific Batman story. They're just adapting Batman and adapting Joker.
No, I hear you. I would say it's not more so I'm like removing it altogether from the conversation. It's more so that I am not like criticizing them as much for the fall off because of the context of the situation.
Where are you putting it, Santo?
I don't.
Wait, Loki. Why are
don't
you coming
really
out for
care where
me?
this goes.
I picked One Piece above Loki, so don't come at me. It's not my choice. I got outvoted. But Santo, go ahead.
Oh, honestly, I don't care about Game of Thrones, to be honest.
Damn.
Man, put it on. You know what? One Piece better.
Oh,
One.
You know what,
Piece better.
Santo? Nah, I'm not gonna ride with you.
That's cool. Do it, Ty.
all right.
I'm on season 2 and I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna say Game of Thrones.
Like Knights of the Seven Kingdom was peak. Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
And my
was hot.
sister is one of the biggest Game of Thrones fans ever. She got all the books, and I'm gonna try. I'm using her opinion of the adaptation. I'm gonna say that it's above One Piece, and it's above. What was the other list? I can't. What was the list again?
Hold on. All right.
I'll put it under. I'll put it above MCU, and move everything else down. That's why I
Do
would
we
do.
agree with that?
Yes.
Lonnie, Santo?
I'm not mad at it.
All right. Game of Thrones. Next, Twilight.
Ain't gonna lie, man.
Are we talking about adaptation or
Hey.
quality of the story? We're talking about
Adaptation.
adaptation.
Hey.
Yo, Twilight had the world on a yo.
Listen.
Twilight?
I was saying like that 2000 era that made girls like werewolves and vampires.
Bro, the Edward versus Jacob debate was a real one.
It
was a real debate.
I remember
The
being in
third
middle
movie
school.
came out. My mom woke me up
Yo,
at like 10 o'clock at night to go
I
to the.
remember being in middle school, and different teachers had posters that were in their classroom. Team Jake, Team what's the other nigga name?
Edward.
Bro, different. Like I remember those posters around my school, and then people have them. That was a weird time,
They had middle school in a chokehold. Like it was ridiculous.
bro.
They really did, bro. Everybody was talking about it.
Like I said, my mom woke me out of my
sleep.
sleep.
Breaking
Go
Dawn.
Even literally, my teacher had a poster Team Jake, and then she was beefing with other teachers. But I was like, what is Twilight, bro? I was confused.
Bro,
Then
I was
But
given
one thing-
Twilight to read in elementary.
one
school.
thing-
It's like, bro, what's going on?
That's
One
not
thing
an
I will say that everybody does say that the books are better. Just say.
They do. They all say that the
I
books.
feel like
Are,
that's Loki with everything though.
And people hate Kristen Stewart's character. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel
I
like
can't
most
stand.
people. I feel like most people like the books for every medium better than the TV show.
Well, apparently
Generally
was
speaking.
like a significant drop off. I didn't read the books, but apparently it was like a significant drop off.
so bottom tier.
Like I think everything up here, people like the books
Good
more,
Dark
right?
Knight?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'd go. Yeah, you
Ooh.
can put it at the bottom. Oh, now Dune.
No,
Okay.
no, not G.
Dune.
I put it
Never
put
watched
it in F,
I'm
not
gonna-
G.
All right.
He said.
You
I think
think
he said
Dune's
no.
G?
No, I Dune.
Dune's the last one.
Dune is either above or below Marvel. And we're talking about
On
adaptation.
you. Never
We're
watched
talking
it.
about adaptation. Like from book or original movies to this. Because I'm sorry, Santo, I think Dune 2 right now is the best sci-fi movie of the last decade, in my opinion. Because what? Yeah, no, we are missing we're going from 2016 to now. 2016 to now, I'd say yeah. If you can name me something better than Dune 2, go ahead. Oh, and the Dune 3 trailer that just came out today. Shit look peak. Shit look peak. But did that nigga say, where's The Witcher? In hell.
Yeah.
Where
I was considering putting The Witcher, but
Henry Cavill left for a reason.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Santo, if you can find me one from 2016 on that's better than Dune 2, let me know. But
I trust you and Santo and I don't know, random if you watch Dune. Where do y'all want to put it?
I'd say you know, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna put it above Marvel. Yeah, Dune is C.
Santo, you agree?
Because it does change some stuff.
I'm putting it below Marvel, like right below.
Random, have you seen it?
No.
Okay. So we got one person above Marvel, one person below Marvel. So what should we do here? Chat.
Right there in
Oh, Miles. Perfect.
And
Dune is in.
you know what? Lonnie, you're lucky you said 2016. Because if you said 2014, I was about to hit you with Interstellar and you wouldn't have
Oh, you
nothing
were.
to say.
That's why I had to look. It's the best sci-fi movie since Interstellar.
Had to be ready. All right. So our ranking for best live action adaptations. Don't worry about the tiers. It's more so which ones are better. Harry Potter is number 1, then Lord of the Rings, then Game of Thrones, then Dune, and the MCU universe, then the Dark Knight trilogy, then the One Piece live action, finally Twilight. One Piece will get there. How far do we think One Piece can rise on this list? Like everything, if they just keep on doing their current pace and just keep on improving, how far up this list can One Piece go?
It's definitely gotta go up a few spots.
I say you could pass Game of Thrones. If the Marineford War goes crazy, I can see you.
Because I'm thinking about all the. Because we have like the rest of House of Dragons, we have the Knights of the Second Kingdom. They announced the Aegon movie. I don't know what else they announced. Oh, I know they're having they announced like an animated series.
Fair. Well, remember, everything we've got adapted so far for One Piece is like just like the start of the peakness that is One Piece. If they just keep nailing it and keep on nailing the casting, the sky's the limit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sky's the limit for One Piece.
And have in mind that we haven't really gotten into like A tier antagonist in One Piece yet. Like Crocodile's about to hit the scene. Like that's the start.
I feel like that's got the real
Like
big
when
test.
like when we start getting to the Kainus, when we start getting into the emus, when we start getting into when we
Blackbeard.
start getting into Caesar Clown, Blackbeard, like just adapt it. Not saying that Caesar Clown is on that tier, but adapted in a live action, that story of Caesar Clown is crazy.
Law, once he gets his casting in live action adaptation. Yeah, One Piece. Skies 2 seasons already cooking crazy, and these are like the Met arcs. The other than Arlong's always a good arc, but yeah,
Shit. When we
Guys,
go see Big Mom and Whole Cake, like,
oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't even talk about how Bartolomeo is introduced in the live action way earlier, and yes, he's a lame. And then he became a fanboy. Then he becomes a pirate. And we got to see, we're going to see his journey of him becoming the fanboy for Luke. Bro, they just cook it. Cooking crazy. Cooking. Oh, Miles hating. It's unfortunate.